Concept of the metaverse, how it will change your and my life. What is the metaverse? The concept of the metaverse. Throughout history, we have been moving towards more and more engaging mediums. We have gone from text to images to videos. We have gone from reading books and papers to now spending most of our time scrolling on TikTok. The metaverse is what comes next. An internet that you are not looking through a screen but you are inside of. Take anything you could think of doing right now. Shopping, chatting with your friend, posting on Twitter. And now imagine you could be doing that thing in a way that feels real. A living, shared, everlasting virtual universe. How the metaverse is a plus. Experiences. The metaverse will allow you to live out your fantasies. In one single evening, you could be slaying enemies, hand to hand combat. You could be playing chess in the quiet streets of New York and surfboarding across the Tropic of the Bahamas. All with incredible realism and at the same time the reassurance that you yourself are safe at home. Expression. On a similar note, you'll also be able to express yourself however you want to. You know how now you have a profile picture for social media accounts? The image that represents you to other people? But in the metaverse, you don't just have an image, you will have an avatar. A fully 3D living depiction of you, but you in the way you want to be. Did you wish you could be 3 inches taller? Now you can be. Did you wish you could have abs? Now you can. You could be any gender you like, you could be any race you want, and you could be any creature you want to. Teleportation. Being stuck in traffic jams is horrific, but this is irrelevant in the metaverse. Each person will have their home space. You can create the aesthetic that you want others to see, and then you can invite people just to party with you. Knowledge. You know how libraries are now old fashioned because why would you try to find out info from a book when you can simply Google it? Well, the metaverse will make Googling it just as old fashioned. You'll be able to learn about things by just touching them, or even better, just by looking at them, and you'll be able to obtain that information in a visual, interactive way than we have ever seen before. You'll not just be able to travel to any place, but to any time. The Industrial Revolution, ancient Rome, the dinosaurs. Yes, you would actually be able to experience how it was living with the dinosaurs. How the metaverse can be a problem. Data, what's real, what about us? Data. Let's be honest, Facebook has had a pretty bad history with how it handles user data. And remember, that's from an era when we were somewhat separate from our digital selves. But in this case, when we become our digital selves, where our profiles are not just a few holiday photos and pictures to share, but literally everything we do in a metaverse, we are going to have to develop a whole new level of trust. We're talking about data collection on the level of measuring your brain activity. What's real? We would completely lose touch with what's actually real because of the metaverse, with the power to curate not just your news feed but your entire world. It means that if you hate to see homeless people, now they can be gone in your version of the metaverse. If you don't want things like COVID-19 to exist, it can vanish from your version of the metaverse. If you liked only one tech brand and hated the rest in your metaverse, that's all what you'll see. What about us? At the end of the day, as incredible as the technology is, we are still just people. We still need to eat healthy, we still need to drink a ton of water, we still need to work out, have a family, and I'm not convinced that the metaverse is going to help us continue to do that. Can you imagine every night taking off the headset and going from this handsome prince who you want to be yourself and then seeing yourself in the mirror and remembering that you are not that person, that you don't have the perfect face and body, and that you can never do the things that your avatar can do? This will lead us to putting our headsets back on and spending more time in the metaverse.